Antioch Community Church, I am here to give you an update on COVID-19 and how it's affecting what we're doing as a church in terms of returning to in-person gatherings. But before I get there, I want to just say thank you to our church family for not only meeting our goal of providing 100 loaves of bread and 100 jars of jelly for Blazer Kitchen, but for surpassing that. We provided 105 of each. And so just a big thank you for everyone for pitching in for that and for caring for our city in this way. We know that Blazer Kitchen is extremely grateful for our church's support and partnership. And so I want to say thank you. The next thing, and probably the thing you're really wanting to hear about, is what are we doing for our plans to return to in-person gatherings? You know, I'm coming each week and I'm kind of just giving you little bits here and there, and that's because we want to be wise. We want to listen to our city officials. We want to listen to the CDC, all these things, right? And we want to listen to you. And so you filled out a survey of your thoughts and opinions, and a couple of key things came out of that. One is right around 85% or a little bit more of our church family felt comfortable to begin gathering in person again beginning in July. So with that, right now, we are tentatively planning on this. So this will be some good news for you, something to look forward to. Tentatively planning on our first in-person gathering being July 5th. All right? So July 5th is what we're aiming for. Now, with that, there are two scenarios that this could potentially look like. Because as you know, where we normally meet in the rec at UAB, that's shut down for the summer. So we've got to find another option. But also, one of the things that came out of the survey was our church is pretty much split 50-50 in terms of their preference for whether or not to gather in a home first with a small group of people and view the live stream together, or to try and find a place where we could gather all together as a church family. So with that, knowing a concrete date of July 5th, what you're getting in your inbox with this video is another survey. This one's going to be a little bit shorter. The other wasn't too long, but this will be a little bit shorter. And really, it's going to give you an opportunity to let us, let the task force know your thoughts and opinions and preference when it comes to where we gather. Okay, so there are two options. Option A is that we gather all together at the Hilton UAB. So they've got ballrooms there. I've been in communication with them. They have availability. This is actually where we were originally going to gather for Easter until we had to pivot and meet in homes. And so, or I guess by that point, we were just meeting online by ourselves. And so we would, in that option, gather all together. There would be live music, live teaching, but there would be certain restrictions, right? One of those restrictions would be we would highly encourage everyone to wear a mask. Initially, for the first couple of weeks at least, we have decided in that scenario actually really in both scenarios, to refrain from congregational singing, because that's how this virus oftentimes spreads. And we would abide by social distancing. So everyone would be seated 6 feet apart unless you're with your family or those that you live with. All right, so that's option A. Option B is that we gather in homes, in smaller groups, and that we view a live stream together. And in that scenario, some of the same restrictions would apply. We would encourage everyone to wear a mask. We would encourage social distancing as much as possible. And so one thing with that is we would highly encourage, if possible, to meet outside in a backyard or front yard or whatever. And I can't remember if I said this, I think I did. We would encourage masks in that scenario as well as refraining from congregational group singing in that scenario. So those are the two options, all right? So we want to hear from you. We want to hear from you by this coming Friday. So you're getting this message on Friday, June 5th. And so we want to hear from you by next Friday about your thoughts with this. And so we look forward to hearing from you. We look forward to moving forward as a church and looking forward to that day where we can start being together in person, whether that's in homes or a large group. And so with that, look forward to seeing you this Sunday online at 11 a.m.